The paradox we are about to explore is called the clock reset paradox. Imagine a clock, digital, precise, its face glowing softly, reading 0000. It is the symbol of new beginnings, the starting line of time's endless race. Yet, beneath this simple reading hides a quiet tension, a whisper of something deeper. If the clock resets, does time itself start anew, or is the clock merely pretending, caught in a loop of illusion? This paradox invites us to consider the spaces between symbol and reality, between how we measure time and what time truly means. The clock does not create time, it quietly counts it, moving forward even as it resets, asking us whether a new beginning is truly new, or just another moment in an unbroken flow. In the soft darkness, time flows unnoticed, continuous and unyielding, a river that never pauses or rewinds. Yet we humans are drawn to beginnings, to resets marked by ritual and symbol. New Year's dawns with promises whispered beneath the cold moonlight, birthdays glow with candle flames flickering hope, and Mondays arrive cloaked in the fresh scent of possibility. These resets become anchors, fleeting illusions crafting hope from a digital zero. But what if the clock's reset is only a surface shimmer? Beneath the numbers lies an unbroken thread of moments, each blending invisibly into the next. The paradox gently unsettles us. When does the past truly end? And can a reset erase what already shapes us? In a dimly lit room, Eleanor sits alone beside an antique clock flickering softly in candlelight. A woman of quiet contemplation, she traces the cool surface of the clock's face, watching the numbers slide gently back to zero. Tonight marks the eve of yet another new year, a moment she's met with both yearning and doubt. Her heart heavy with memories, Eleanor wonders if the reset brings real change, or simply a whispered hope stretched across an unchanging flow. The weight of accumulated yesterdays lingers between her fingers, hesitant to be released by the passing stroke of midnight's hand, echoing the eternal question the clock silently poses. Eleanor's life unfolds in the spaces between resets, each marked by bittersweet resolution and quiet longing. She feels the pull of fresh starts, the seductive promise captured in glowing digits resetting to zero. Yet beneath the surface, her days weave continuous threads of past choices and lingering regrets. The ticking clock becomes a metaphor, a companion in a dance between hope and resignation. Her gaze drifts to a worn journal nearby, pages heavy with recorded intentions never quite realized. She knows the clock's fresh start feels real, but beneath the symbolism simmers a subtle unrest. Change is never neat, nor does it spring fully formed from the simplest of resets. The paradox unfolds tenderly as Eleanor faces the tension between illusion and reality. With each reset, the clock offers a quiet invitation to begin again, a ritualized promise whispered in midnight's soft glow. Yet time itself flows onward, relentless beneath the comforting facade of new beginnings. Eleanor finds herself caught. She yearns to believe that pressing zero means wiping clean the heavy slate of yesterday, but experience whispers softly that growth is not so easily reset. Like shadows beneath candlelight, past moments linger, layering themselves upon the present. The effort to start anew is as natural as breathing, yet the paradox traps her between desire and the unyielding truth that change is always cumulative, never quite reborn from void. Eleanor wrestles with the quiet burden of the clock reset paradox, living amidst cycles that invite promise yet obscure continuity. She sets deadlines and marks milestones, framing her days by the ticking rhythm of measured time. Each reset feels like a beacon, a chance to press the metaphorical reset button on life's tangled canvas. Yet she senses the subtle trap. While the numbers flip, the world's current flows on without pause. Trying to start fresh next Monday or the 1st of January becomes a dance with ghostly expectations, fleeting yet binding. In the stillness, the irony settles deeply. Though the clock announces beginnings, true transformation refuses to conform to arbitrary cycles, building quietly beyond the dial's luminous reach. One night, Eleanor dreams of a vast clock with hands circling endlessly, touching zero only to continue forward without break. The numbers glow softly, but speak no finality. In this dreamscape, she wanders through corridors of time layered like smoke, each reset a door opening not onto clean slate but onto familiar paths tinged with yesterday's shadows. The paradox reveals itself as less a puzzle and more a gentle truth. Resets are neither end nor beginning, but moments suspended within an eternal continuum. Eleanor feels a subtle shift, a whisper that real change grows quietly, unseen beneath resets. The clock becomes less a judge and more a companion, its glow a tender reminder of time's endless, patient unfolding. With patient contemplation, Eleanor begins to see that the structure of resets exists not as illusion alone, but as a kind of hopeful frame within the endless scroll of time. She no longer hunts for stark beginnings, but learns to honor the subtle flow weaving past, present, and future in a single breath. The clock's zero becomes less of a boundary and more a gentle nod, a pause gathering strength before the current carries her forward. She embraces ambiguity, releasing the need for clear demarcations between what was and what might be. In this quiet acceptance, the paradox softens into wisdom. Perhaps the true beginning isn't found at the reset, but quietly waiting beneath, where moments blend and meaning breathes. Eleanor's restless chase for fresh starts transforms into patient presence. She sets aside the temptation to await perfect alignments marked by midnight's glow or calendar pages turning with ceremonious weight. Instead, she dwells in the intimate now, where accumulated moments ripple softly beneath the surface of measurement. In surrendering the illusion of absolute resets, she finds freedom. The clock's relentless ticking no longer commands her rhythm, but hums as background music to life's ongoing dance. What once was a paradox heavy with longing becomes a quiet companion, a tender reminder that even when the clock resets to zero, the story beneath unfolds without pause, rich with memory, growth, and quiet potential. So as you lie still in the shadowed quiet between yesterday and tomorrow, consider this. If the clock resets to zero, but your heart remembers every moment, is it truly a new beginning, or simply the continuation of a story already unfolding? The clock reset paradox gently invites us to ask, do we live by the numbers blinking on cold screens, or by the flowing moments that accumulate unseen? When do we give ourselves permission to start again? Tonight, as time quietly pulses, might the real reset already be within your grasp, waiting not in numbers, but in openness to begin now, simply where you are.